Hi everyone and welcome back to Innovaticalls. I am Professor Nikki Shiagi and I am truly glad you are here. On this channel, we create a space for something we don't always talk about in academic or professional environment. How we feel, how we grow as a human being, and how our emotion, intuition, and creativity can guide us even in the times when we feel lost or out of place. Today, I want to talk about something that I believe many of you have felt before. It's quiet but heavy feeling. That sense that there is something wrong with you, that you are not good enough, not smart enough, or not as confident or successful as other people around you. Maybe you have looked around and thought everyone else seems to have it together. Why do I feel so awkward or unsure? If you have ever felt like you don't belong, like you are too sensitive, too emotional, or too different from others, I want you to know you are not alone. And more than that, those very things that make you feel different, they can also become your greatest strength. Let's explore why. A lot of us grow up thinking we need to hide part of ourselves to be accepted. Maybe it is our emotion, maybe it is our imagination, maybe it is the way we see the world that is not like everyone else. And when we hide those parts, we feel disconnected, we feel invisible. We start believing that if we wanted to succeed, we have to become someone we are not. More logical, more control, less emotional. But here is what I wanted to share with you today. Creativity doesn't come from being perfect, it comes from being real. Real creativity begins with the truth, with honesty, and with the courage to express what's really inside of you, even if it is messy, even if it doesn't look like anyone else's version of success. Let's say you have had experience where you felt like you didn't belong. Maybe you were teased for being different. Maybe you were told you are too sensitive, too emotional. Maybe people didn't understand you. You started thinking something was wrong with you. But what if I told you those feelings that are emotional depths, that sensitivity are not a weakness? They are raw material. They are the foundation for the deep inside, for empathy, and for creative expression that can truly touch people. When you feel deeply, you can create things that speak directly to the heart of the others. Music, art, writing, design, and even innovative problem solving. All of these forms of creativity come from people who are willing to sit with their emotion and let them speak. It's not about waiting until you feel completely confident. If I had waited until I felt 100% confident to share my ideas or to start creating, I never would have started. And I know that's true for so many others as well. The creative path requires something else, courage. The courage to be different and the courage to be honest, the courage to share something real, even if it is not perfect. We often think creativity is about the talent or imagination, but it is also about vulnerability. It is about being willing to bring your inner world, your thought, your fears, your hope into the outer world in some form. And this is important. You don't need to explain everything about yourself. You don't need to share every detail of your story, but you can share the emotion, the feeling, the truth behind the experience. When you create from a place of truth, whether it is through writing, designing, performing, building, or even just speaking, people feel it and they recognize something in themselves too. That's why real creativity connects people. It helps others feel seen. It says, you are not alone. I have felt this too. Many of us avoid looking inside ourselves because we are afraid of what we might find. Maybe we think, what if I find something I don't like? What if I realize all those doubts were true? But what you will actually find when you look within isn't proof that something wrong with you. You will find a person who is being through a lot and still cares deeply. You will find light inside that may have been hidden but has never disappeared. The light is your creative energy. It is your truth. It is your connection to something bigger than fear. Yes, we all have parts of ourselves that we would rather not face. Our ego, our insecurity, our frustration. But that's part of the process. The goal is not to be perfect or flawless. The goal is to be honest with yourself, to accept those parts and then choose how you wanted to express them. Even psychologists have found that when people admit their flaws, others find them more relatable and trustworthy. So expressing your humanness doesn't make you less professional or less capable. It makes you more authentic. It builds real connection. Some of the most powerful art and innovation in the world has come from the people who dare to share their emotional truths, who transform the pain into beauty, who turn fear into compassion, who use creativity as a bridge from their heart to others. You can do the same. You don't need to be anyone else. You don't need to become less sensitive or more radical to matter. You are already enough. The way you feel, the way you see the world, the way you dream, that's what makes your creative voice unique. So today, I wanted to invite you to do one small thing. Sit with one of emotion you have been avoiding. Write about it, talk about it with someone you trust, or just be present with it for a few moments without judgment. That's the beginning of transforming feeling into creativity. Let your emotion guide you, not control you, but inform you. Let them inspire you instead of scaring you. When you do that, you open the door to creating something real, something meaningful, something that connects. So let me ask you, what part of your creativity have you been hiding? What's one feeling or a story you have been carrying inside that's ready to come out in some form? Maybe it is time to begin. Share in the comments what you are ready to explore. Your word might encourage someone else to take their own step. And if this episode resonated with you, don't forget to subscribe to Innovaticalls. We have more conversation ahead about growing your confidence, expressing your true self, and creating a life that feels meaningful and free. Thank you for being here. You don't have to be perfect to be creative. You just have to be honest. And I am here to remind you, your voice, your story, your creativity, it all matters. I will see you in the next episode.